In this lecture, we will learn about various data types that are supported by Python. Python is very rich language in data types. It's providing a lot of data types. So in this lecture, I'll just give introduction to those data types. We cannot learn all the data types together in this single video. I'll give introduction to various data types. Then in this section, you will be learning some of the basic data types that are supported by Python. So let us see what are the categories of the data types it is having. First is it is having numeric type of data. Numeric type means all these data types, they support single value, just one value. They support one value. Like already you have seen that we can declare variables and it can store a value. Suppose I want to store a value 10 in a variable x. So what type of value this is? This is an integer type value. And if I am taking a variable y and I am storing the value 19.25, so this is which type of value? This is having decimal point. So this is a float type of value. And even Python supports the data type like Boolean data type, which can have the values like true or false. So true, or even you can use false. Then one more type is a complex type. Like if you know or aware about the complex number like a plus ib form, it supports complex data type also. Okay, if you're not aware, don't worry. In this section, you are going to learn about all these data types in detail. Here I have just given the introduction to them. Now we have finished the numeric type. Let us look at what are sequence type. Sequence type of data types can hold the collection of values. Collection of values means suppose I have the data like 2, 4, 8, 12, 20 and 16.9. I have the mixture of the data, like some are integer values or float values, but I have this collection of values. So sequence means collection of values. Values can be either integer values or float values or character. It can be anything. So this is sequence of values. Wait. There is one more type, set. What does it mean by set? 2, 4, 8, 12. I can have the values like this. Can also call it as set. Yes, set means also the collection of values. Sequence is also collection of values. So I'm talking about two categories. See, there is one sequence category and there is one set category. Both represent the collection of values. But the difference is in sequence, every value will have its index. So this is index 0, index 1 and index 2. Index 3, index 4 and index 5. So every data item is having its index. But this set, the values inside a set are not index based. These are index based. These are not index based. That's the difference. So we have learned about two major categories. Sequence and set. Sequence means the collection of values. Set also means the collection of values. Sequence means the values will have indices. Set means the values will not have indices. Now under sequence, Python is having a lot of data types. What are those? Let us see. List of values. You can have the list of values like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, so on. So these are the list of values and they are indexed. This 2 is at index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, so on. Then what is tuple? Tuple is also a collection of values. So list is also a collection of sequence values and tuple is also a collection of sequence of values. But only the difference is list can be modified. You can change this value 2 to 12. You can change the value this 10 to something else. But here the values cannot be changed. In tuple the values cannot be changed. So this is immutable. This is immutable. List is mutable. Mutable means it can be changed. And tuple means immutable. It cannot be changed. Anyway, you will be learning a lot about these things. So we have separate topics upon each data type. Each, that is for list itself, we have a section. Tuple also we have a section. So we have to learn a lot about all these topics. Okay, just I am giving introduction to them. So what is sufficient here to understand? Sequence means collection of values with indices. Set means collection of values without indices. In that, a list means the values can also be modified. Tuple means values cannot be modified. String means it can have the collection of alphabets or numbers or any type of symbols. So it becomes a single word or a string. So it's a collection of alphabets or numbers or any special characters or anything. So like I have a word that is hello. So this is a string. HELLO. So this is index 0, index 1, index 2, index 3, index 4. So this is representing a single words and it is written inside single quotes. You can also use double quotes for a string. Now likewise, Python also supports a bytes and byte array. So bytes is immutable and byte array is mutable. But what is the difference? See, this list and tuple can contain any type of data, but these contain just 1 byte of data. What is 1 byte of data? What does it mean? We will learn that later. Okay, 1 byte of data. So this allows the values only from 0 to 255. This is the last value. Each value can be only between range 0 to 255. That is 1 byte. So each value should be in between 0 to 255 only. Now same way byte array is there, which is also same, but it is immutable, but this is immutable. That's it. So these data types, we'll explore them later on. This is sufficient. Now coming to set. Set already told you that set is the set of values or collection of values where the values are not ordered, they are unordered. And frozen set, guess what does it mean? It's a set only, but frozen. Frozen means it is freezed, it cannot be modified. Yeah, this is mutable, this is immutable. Then one more interesting data type available in Python is that it's a dictionary. Dictionary means it can contain the key and the value. Suppose the key is a name and the value is John. See, this is the key, this is the value. So if you give the key, you can get the value. And if the key is suppose a roll, and this is the roll number, 126 is the roll number of John. If the key is a department name, department, so this is CS department, computer science engineering department. So this is in quotes, a string. So this dictionary type supports keys and the values. So this is very useful for storing the data and retrieving the data faster. So anyway, we will learn in more detail about the dictionary in the coming sections. Now, one important thing. In this lecture, I have just given introduction to various data types available in Python. But for learning each data types, it takes a lot of time. So this topic, all these data types are spread across various sections in this course. For list, a section is there. For tuple also a section is there. For a string also one section is there. For each of these the section is there. Set is also, and for dictionary, for each of these topic there is a separate section available. So initially you will be learning about all these topics in one of the section, that is this basic data type sections. And once you know these basic data type, we will learn about the other features of Python. Then we'll come back to these data types. After these data types, we will learn about the other features of language like operators, conditional statements, loops, and etc. other things. Then we'll come back to these data types. So it will take time for you to reach these topics in this course. But these are the important topics. All these things together comes under data types of Python. So that's all in this lecture. Just continue watching the next lecture for learning these numeric data types in Python.